Well, it's been a while.
Been a
I can't remember.
long while.
I can't remember last time
Long
we
while.
podcasted.
It was over a month, and then I did like one or two, and then
I feel like we didn't podcast at all in the spring.
no, we didn't.
Yeah.
We did not. That's all right. It was kind of fun. And we got a new that we'd go on streaks and go off, then go on, then go back on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. When was the last one we did was probably
it was our 30th birthday one.
March. That feels like forever ago.
Well, I got really sick, and so I had that, and then
It's
you
basically
had
been 3 months.
yeah. I did
Yeah.
like one or two. That was it. So.
Nice. Well, let's just talk about what's new.
All
What's
right,
new?
well, I just got back from a conference in Atlanta, and I got to work with Victoria Arlen from ESPN. So that was fun. I co-hosted the second day of the conference, and then the first day of the conference, I was on a panel. It was me, my friend JR, RJ. Dad always kept calling him JR, and now he messed me up. My friend RJ,
Yeah.
and he was a panelist, asking us questions. And then Zach Bass from Fansided, I think one of the coaches from the Unified Atlanta soccer team, I think. And then I can't remember the others, but basically it was about sports, and I talked about my experience at the Super Bowl. And Zach then talked about why his company did it, wanted athletes with disabilities to become sports reporters and stuff, and just
What'd
talked
he say?
about how what I say.
No, well, what both you say? What'd he say about
Well,
why
I
he
think
wanted?
he kind of said how it started, how Malcolm did it, and it was really important for them to want to get it out there. Honestly, can't remember everything, but I do just remember I said about my experience, how it was what I've always wanted to do. I've always watched sports, and then the main thing I said, people would get this. I was I really like my job at Special Olympics Nebraska, but all I really want to do is talk sports all day. That's
Yeah.
what I love to do. So hopefully somebody got the hint. But so yeah, it went really well, and I don't know, just uh. I talked about the people I interviewed. I talked about how it went with Kenny, and it was a big deal for both of us, and how it was I kind of want to work and be a sports reporter someday, and hopefully go back. So I know they're trying to get into MLB All-Star Game someday. Fan side it is, so that'd be cool to do someday. And
Yeah.
then I don't know. We'll see. Me and Zach talked about doing some projects together, which if it happens, I'll say on this podcast. But yeah, I'm just really good. I mean, handed out the most business cards I've ever handed out. People don't really hand out business cards, or they gave us they had to give us 200 business cards when I got this Global Messenger thing. I have
Yeah.
this box of all these. I probably
I'd
handed
say
out.
people still have business cards. I still
Yeah,
I used to hand them out. They're good,
yeah.
and when you don't have one, it looks bad. So it's good when you have one.
Well, I guess a lot of people didn't have them, but then uh I would hand them out. So hopefully people just contact me, and then I I handed out 10 to 15 of them, I think, which
Hmm.
was a lot. I really don't hand out that much, but it was a lot of people from Special Olympics International. So I made a bunch of connections there. Top Golf was really cool. I talked to this guy that talked to me and RJ about maybe covering Top Golf events and stuff like that. One guy was into hockey, kind of the fan side thing with Super Bowl. They're
Hmm.
trying to get into hockey or NASCAR. And when I told him about my Super Bowl thing, I gave my card. So who knows? That'd be kind of weird. That'd be the weirdest thing to do. I want to do sports reporting. One of my first ones is I get into NASCAR.
I know. Yeah.
I'll post it. And I was like, I will report on anything.
So like at this panel, what like how did you guys get people to want to donate to the Special Olympics and stuff?
So he basically like kind of told them like what they all do and everything and like the benefits of everything, obviously, where the
Mhm.
growth was, where we want to go. Um, and then
Where do you guys want
like
to go?
I think like it's all about like growing. So like one was like AI, like how AI can help people with disabilities and all this stuff. And then another one was like, oh, it's like the United Cup and it's like stuff they do in other countries and everything and how they're growing over there. And it was a lot, in a conference, you just sit there and it's like one after the other and it's like 12 hours. And I
Yeah.
mean, and not like, you're in there from like 8 to 4, then you get a break and then you go do some fun or whatever. Like we
Yeah.
went to Coca-Cola on the first night. They had all a bunch of big dinners and they had this like cool thing called the vault. And you walk through the vault and learn about the history of Coca-Cola. And then what else? Then the second night we went top golfing because like I said, they're a big sponsor. Top
Mhm.
golfing was hard.
Oh yeah.
Like I could make contact, so I was pumped about that. I just couldn't hit the targets.
Yeah.
So I almost think golf is easier than top golf because you're trying to aim for a specific target. And golf, I'm just trying to get down there.
Yeah. Just hit it straight or
Yeah.
somewhat straight.
So yeah, it was a really cool experience and I even got like an email I saw right before this about maybe someone I had interviewed before on my Special Ed podcast knew saw me at this conference, and then they know of like this basketball player I could interview that played in the league or something. So gotta respond to that. But like, yeah, it's all about making connections and brought dad with me because Kenny couldn't go, and uh, it was kind of funny because like dad's like, well, I don't know what do you want me to do. It's like, Dad, just be available for the networking part. That's all I
Yeah.
need you to do. Like we can really soak up this father son thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So
mean,
that's up Dad's alley. He likes talking to people.
yeah, and I mean, he was in finance for years, and he went to stuff like this all the time.
Yeah.
And so, uh, yeah, it went great because like Dad would talk to people. There were a couple people that like talked to me or talk to Dad, and then would come over and talk to me because they had talked to Dad or whatever. So,
Cool.
but I met like this guy. His daughter, she was like 8 when we were in Seattle, but she was like on the stage at opening ceremonies, and had a
Oh yeah.
part in it. And I met her dad. And she's like 16 now or whatever, but that was
That's
kind of
crazy.
cool because I remember she was like in the highlight video and
Yeah.
it was like Tim Shriver would like say like what do you have to say and he was like I love you or something, but
Mhm.
she was just like this cute little 8-year-old girl who was there
Yeah.
for gymnastics, and then like years later I meet her dad, so that was cool.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was a really cool experience and met a lot of good people and met the person that like he's putting on, met some people that are putting on the USA games in Minnesota. So yeah, it went really well.
Cool.
So that's kind of my big thing. And then went back, did our summer games for like a day, like a big track event, track meet, and all like our big ceremony stuff. I missed that, but I did like go to Omaha the next day after I flew back and like worked like 11 hours.
Dang.
Then I went home. I was just like, I'm not working the second day.
Yeah.
So,
Just
but
dead.
yeah, yeah. So that was kind of my big thing, and now I'm just plugging away, trying to figure out what's next.
Do you have any Special Olympic events in June?
No, well, no, not really. Not like sporting events, but like I'll probably I'll just play tennis probably. Like I'm playing in my ABTL league, so my league that's not Special Olympics, and I like won last night. I was like, you ever like play a sport and like you're like in a daze and it's just like oh, I don't feel like I'm even trying. Like I am, but I just like I can't move or do anything. And I like wasn't feeling good when I got there because my allergies was like I was sick like Sunday and Monday, and it was
Hmm.
mostly because of my allergies and asthma.
Yeah.
And I like couldn't sleep one night because my throat hurt so bad. It was like
Yeah.
all from all like the drainage, which I deal with, and like I didn't feel great, but then I was like lost the first set 3-6, and then I was down 0-3, and I kind of like was like, oh, I'm down 0-3. I better like wake up and get going here. Then I won the next 5 games,
How
lost
are you
like
winning these 5 games? We just ripping shots or what?
yeah, I just like keeping him in, kind of bunting more because this guy hit good, but like the pace was slower, so I was trying to rip everything,
Hmm.
or like just wasn't moving my feet. So I started moving my feet more, yeah, kind of bunting. Like I play their game, but what I do is like you play their game, but you place it.
Hmm.
But I can place it better than they can
Yeah.
sometimes. So it's like you got to place it. Sometimes like I was falling too hard, through too hard. Like I'd fall through and it wasn't my fall through, but when I fall through, I'd use my arm too much. So when I
Hmm.
use my arm too much, I would hit a way out. So I'd like kind of like try to smoothly hit it instead of just rip it. And then
Hmm.
I was doing better. My serve, I think, is what really helped me. I started serving a little better and won the next won 5 games in a row. Lost a game, then won the next game, won the set. Then I won the tiebreaker like 10-4, and I think I was only down like 0-1 in the tiebreaker, and then I led the entire way.
Nice.
Oh wait, no, I wasn't down. I won the first point, I think. So yeah, the closest you got was like it was like 4-3, and then I
Hmm.
just ripped off like however many points
Yeah.
and won. So
Nice.
yeah, that's probably like even though nobody if anybody listens to this podcast will know I won. But even though like no one's like around and like all my special events, there are people there, enough people to know like I've done good. Like this is like way bigger deal to me to like to beat people that don't have a disability. Just
Hmm.
because like it's hard to explain, but like the how hard it is to like play when you have a disability. But
You
like
already had a disadvantage physically.
yeah, so and there's like people in the league like I am better than, and then people that I'm not better than. But the people I'm better than, I am, it's because I trained a lot. Like if I wouldn't have trained and just played like regularly, like in season all the time, I could never play in this league.
Hmm.
So yeah, and like there's no one around, but it's like it's a big deal for me to like win the the match and just kind of beat guys that don't have a disability. I mean the advantage I also have is like some of these guys I'm like a lot younger than, maybe like 10, maybe 20 years younger. So it's like, oh, they don't want to be out here in the heat. It
Yeah.
wasn't actually hot yesterday, so that didn't help me. But when it is hot, it's like they don't want to be out here. And like the guys always like laughing at me because like you weren't playing good, and then you started playing. Like you hustled me. It's like I just like being out here, man. It's like let's just play tiebreakers.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm in it for the long haul. I'm always like, because when you go, you think like I only want to win 2 sets in a row. But then I got to the point like I'm just gonna win the tiebreaker. So like I kind of in my mind like I'm probably gonna lose a set, and then I'll win another one. I'll just win the tiebreaker.
You like bait him. You like get him like comfortable, like, oh, I'm about to win, and then bam, come back.
Yeah, like the match before I won in straight sets, and then the first match I should have just like not. Well, not really. I should have like if I really wanted to win, I wouldn't have scheduled it on the day I drove back from your place. But I did it anyway, and this guy was pretty good, and it was close. It was like 7-6. I won the first set. Then I lost 7-5. I think it was up 5-4 too. And then I lost the third set, like 0-6. He wanted to play a third set, not a tiebreaker.
Mhm.
Damn, Nick's killed me. And I was just so pissed I lost that third set, 0-6. Not that I
Mhm.
lost, it was more like how I lost. It was
Yeah.
like, damn, I just like couldn't even win a game.
Mhm.
But yeah, so I'm like 2-1 right now. I don't think I've ever had a winning record in the league at all.
Yeah.
So
That's pretty cool.
yeah, so
It's 3-0, right?
what?
You're in 3-0.
Yep, I'm in 3-0. Like there's more people, it's weird because like I don't know like how they do it. I know there's like because our division's called G, the G division or whatever. We
Hmm.
used to be the F, and now we're in G because more people are signing up. And
Oh, cool.
so yeah. So I don't know like how they would I don't know like they have 2 divisions of 4-5 or whatever.
Hmm.
But my guess is like I'm just basing it off a tournament I played in once, but sometimes 3-5 is like huge.
Yeah.
Like 3-5 is like a lot of people.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, so that's kind of what I've been up to. And then I know there's like should work on, but don't. And I'm just like, I don't know, I'm just kind of enjoying like just working, doing stuff, trying to live on my own. Sometimes I think it's fine to like just do average things every now and then. I mean, you gotta have goals, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes like I just like I'm cool with like doing nothing,
Hmm.
just trying to make it to the next day.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you can do more with less.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
Too much stuff, you don't do a whole lot of anything, but you can focus on a couple things. You can do a lot with those couple things.
yeah, and just like I always look at like, oh, I don't want to get too busy because I really want to have time for like myself or
Hmm.
like, and then sometimes you are busy and you just can't do anything about it. But
Hmm.
I'm also like, well, sometimes you look up and you're like, oh, I should probably do more. And then other days like I do enough. I just did all this stuff. I'm not like we have the whole week off of work and like I haven't done crap all day long. I got out
Hmm.
of bed like at 9. I really didn't get downstairs like till like 10 or a little 4 to eat breakfast. And I was just like I was gonna do all this stuff and then like I got sick for 2 days and then I did stuff yesterday and now I'm just like I don't want to do anything.
Yeah. Well, for you, it's like your body definitely gets run down pretty fast, and you've been traveling, and
Yeah.
traveling's tough on you for sure. Especially
Yeah.
after like you come back from the Virginia tournament in January, you seem to always get pretty sick because in the winter it's like such a
Yeah.
quick trip, and you're going there and like exerting yourself so hard for three
Yeah.
days. And, yeah, and then even like speaking, people don't understand how much energy it takes to like coach or teach or like speak or run a booth or do something like social you're always on.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
had
like,
like a friend do that and they're like, he wasn't coaching, but he went to this booth and he worked the booth all day.
hmm
And he's like, dude, like I don't know how y'all coach all day because like you're always on, you're always like entertaining people or whatever. You're
hmm
just social 24 or
Yeah.
not 7, but the whole 8 or 6 hours or 12 hours, whatever it is. So
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I, like, I had a co-host, and that's hard. Like, I do better, like, just go up there, 3 to 5 bullet points. Maybe I'll read one or two, just give a speech. But, like, I had to, like, read these note cards and,
yeah.
like, go off the script. But also, they wanted me to, like, improvise and stuff a little bit here and there. So I did it, like, briefly, like, that much. But then, like, yeah, it was tough. And I've done it before, but when I did the first time, it was way easier than this one because the first time I just did it for like an hour. This
Hmm.
was like all day.
Hmm.
And luckily you didn't have to introduce everybody. So like one panel would go up, then another one, and then you'd go up. So it's like every two or something. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was hard. And then like I had to remember stuff from my panel, when I would go up and everything. And yeah, I mean it's fun. But also it's just like I just kind of want to go off the cuff and
Yeah.
not have to read stuff.
Hmm.
But it was good. Like I said, good experience. I
Yeah.
gotta do a bigger one in August, and it's like 800 to 1,000 people, and it's like all the Special Olympic delegations in the U.S. That's huge.
It's in
So
August.
yeah, and it's like right after our fall games. So like our fall games are like softball, tennis, bocce, tennis and bocce on the same day, and then
Hmm.
golf is the last day. And then the next day we have to fly out.
Oh
And
wow.
I'm just like, and if they listen to this podcast, I guess they'll find out, but like I'm just gonna play softball. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna play golf or tennis. I thought about playing golf with mom, but I was like, we'll just play for fun. I don't care. Like this summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play softball. Because that's like on Friday. And so if they need me to work the next day, I will. And then I'm done. Like I don't think I have to work golf, but yeah. So yeah, doing all that and yeah, it's a lot. It's fun. Do you ever like,
And then we go to the Yankees game.
yeah, that's the other thing too, is like, okay, get back. I hope I don't like, I gotta like rest when I get back. And should I get back on the 7th? So what is that, like 2, 3 weeks before the Yankee game? Is it
Oh yeah, you
two?
get back pretty quick.
Yeah. So it's like 2 or 3 weeks.
It's 2 weeks exactly.
2 weeks. Yeah, yeah. I almost got the day wrong. I thought it was like the 25th, but it's the 21st. For some reason, I thought it was a weekend, but it's a
Mm.
weekday. And like, uh, Yeah, so it's like, all right, swing it back. Don't do much. Because if I do get like, I don't know what, I'll be fine. But like, if I, when I do get sick, it's not like I'm just sick for 3 days. Sometimes it is 2 weeks. So it's like, okay, lay back, do nothing. Nobody talk. Nobody touch me.
Yeah.
Nobody come near me.
You got to revive yourself,
Yeah. So
re-energize.
yeah, it's hard too because like you want to stay healthy and like this global messenger thing, they want you to like travel and they're really understanding. Like, all right, so we'll wait 2 months, then you can do something. So it's like every 2 months or well, right now it is. And then like because I missed Italy, so like they felt real bad, and I mean I felt bad too. But like I had a talk with them, and they're like, yeah, we could do it like every 2 months. We could do something, and like don't ask Wyatt to travel for this long because we need him to come to this or. And I was
Yeah.
like, I could do everything. I could do stuff every month and just be like over Zoom, which I
Mhm.
did. Like I spoke to this company and it was like this huge company. Like I didn't speak in front of a lot of people, but then they put it out to other companies and or but other people in their company. It was like 100,000 people saw the video or something,
Cool.
apparently. But yeah, so just doing all that and it's like stuff is like happening, but also feels very slowly.
Yeah.
So it's like ever feel like something big's about to happen, but I don't feel like it's gonna happen soon.
Yeah.
But soon enough.
It's the
I
build
don't
it, build up.
know. Somebody tell me in 2027 when it's over.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it is already 2025, so it's moving quick. I think the USA games will benefit me a lot because
It's in 2026, right?
yeah, I was like Kenny will be there. Mom and dad are probably gonna come anyway. I told them like even though I'm not playing, like you just make a vacation out of it.
Yeah.
See see their granddaughter and all that. And
See
then
Jess and Ryan.
yeah, and Jess is my coach or something. So
Yeah. I
maybe they'll go
remember
watch her.
saying something about that.
Yeah, and
So
so
I applied. I
yeah,
think it was tennis, right?
yep. I think they sometimes they ask you to coach other sports, and I mean Jesse could probably coach like any sport. What people don't realize is like if you coach Special Olympics, like you just gotta know the basics. That's all you got. I mean, USA games, that's different. Like you gotta know some strategy.
Yeah.
But like if you just want to coach on a local level, you just gotta know the basics.
Yeah.
Just look it up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like
YouTube University.
how to kick a soccer ball. That's all we're learning here, people.
Just gotta have a couple good players. Get
Yeah.
them to score.
And then if you really don't know the sport, just ask to coach a lower level team. And
Mhm.
all you do is teach them the fundamentals.
Yeah.
If you're really nervous, just coach skills. That's what it is. It's skills. You can do it with them. I
I've never
mean,
really seen a skills session happen, but
yeah, I
guessing it's
mean,
like how many goals can you get in dribbling versus soccer or basketball,
yeah,
be like
I don't
free
think,
throws or
yeah,
dribbling or
like it's like they have this like target they
yeah,
have on a wall and like you have to hit the target so many times for passing. There's like different baskets, so like a real basket, like a toy basket. Got to make so many shots, and it's like the drills we would do, like dribbling drills and stuff like that.
yeah.
Pretty simple. So, but yeah, something's gonna happen. Don't know when, where, or what, but something.
I was looking at stuff and because you like to show the herd. I didn't know Colin Cowherd made his own. That's his name, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. He made his own like network for podcasters called
yeah. I listen to it all the time. It's really good.
yeah.
So
I was like, that's what you would be on.
yeah,
That or
yeah,
fan sided for sure.
yeah, definitely. Like I I think Colin Cowherd's really good. So do I do, and I mean he was at ESPN. We never listened to him at ESPN actually. I listen to him when he's got on the herd. And sometimes I don't like him, like what he says, but I mean he's good. So, but I think that's the good ones. Like they kind of assholes, but what they're saying is like true sometimes. I was like, shit. But but it's just like you gotta tell the truth too. And you don't have to agree with like even if he's one of my favorites, it's not like I agree with everything he says. It's just
Yeah.
interesting to see what they say.
Yeah, like their perspective and point of view.
Right. So, but I don't know. I think like the one you sent me that video this morning, it's like I probably write down 3 to 5 things, or say I'll have 10 questions. When I'd be unexpected, sometimes Jake and I would have 20, but you would only ask like half or way less than half. And you just
Yeah.
go off of like what they say. That's the
Yeah.
best ones. It's like, oh, well, what happened there? And tell me more about this. And I do that all the time. Like when I talk to people at this conference, I would like almost do like my interviews. Okay, so like, why'd you do that? What's this? Like, what made you want to do this?
Yeah.
That's how I would like talk. I just like
It's
naturally
a
do that.
conversation.
Yeah, it's like that's what interviewing is. It's basically just conversation. Everyone's all when I'd ask people to come on, I'd ask like people that have been on the podcast a lot and they'd be nervous. And I'm like, it's just like having a conversation. It'll be fine.
Mhm.
It's just recorded.
If you did a sports talk show, what would you want it to be about? Like, would you do all sports or would you cover just like basketball, football, baseball, or what
Probably
would you?
basketball, football, baseball. I mean, I like tennis, but I don't like follow it enough to like cover it, I guess.
Mhm.
And then if someone asked me to do that, I would. I'd like be like, yeah, I could research tennis players and stuff. Like if someone wanted me to cover hockey, learn hockey like in 2, 3 weeks, I could do it. But like the basics at least and like the names of the good players. But
Mhm.
yeah, probably like basketball, football, baseball. I'd rather just cover like a team. There's so much happening in baseball.
Yeah, there's a
Like
lot.
it's
I'm guessing
crazy.
you would cover the Yankees.
Oh yeah. Ugh. Probably more realistic. It's like maybe I'd do someone like Kansas City Royals or something. They're closer. Or like
Yeah.
their minor league team or something in Omaha. Even that, like covering a minor league team would be fun.
Mhm.
So, but yeah. So,
I know your fan base. I feel like there's still a lot of Yankees fans anywhere you go.
oh yeah. And there's a lot of Yankee haters too. So that's always fun. But I almost like can't stand some Yankee podcasts though. It's always like doomsday. Like, oh well, this guy can't do this, and this guy can't do this. Like, and like they're all the kind of same, but there's like certain people like I can listen to, and others I can't. And I was like, I don't know why, but these guys are playing just like these guys, but I hate these guys more, so I'm just gonna listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just like what you prefer, I guess. But it's always
Mhm.
really funny, like, oh, we're not very good. And it's like May 10th. Like it's like, aren't we like 500 or above? We're fine. You got 162 games. Call me when it's mid-July, and
Yeah.
then we can start to panic.
Yeah. I mean, look, how you gonna be good this year?
Yeah, they're pretty good right now. Aaron Judge is hitting like 400. I
Oh,
saw the other
dude.
day. It's crazy. He could like have a historic season again.
Dang.
Shocker.
Are the Red Sox good?
They're like okay. I saw the other day they've been losing a lot of close games. So they're either 500 or below, something like that. And then the Royals were doing well, like in the spring or early season. At least that I saw. They had won like, no, that wasn't the Royals. Well, the Royals were doing well, but like the Twins won like, it was like 11 or 13 games in a row I saw.
Yeah.
And then it like broke like last week or something. But
If you had to
dude,
cover one sport, what would you cover?
oh man, that's hard. Probably like college basketball or it's a tie between college football and NFL.
Hmm.
So one of those three. I
Yeah.
cannot tie all those three. I can't choose. Whatever they tell me to go, like you can cover this one, it's like sure. So, but then too, like it'd be fun like not to have to cover everything. Because then like one sport you could just like watch for fun and not have to like do all the research and stuff.
Yeah, not to have your mind on and stuff like that.
Yeah. So
The amount there's so many sports, it's crazy.
yeah, I know, right?
Like you can really go down any avenue. Like there's so much. I could
Yeah.
follow the Netflix series. Now I'm like keeping up on golf. I keep up on tennis. I keep up on Formula One. Just like check see who like wins and stuff.
Yeah, were you watching Formula One the other day?
I was, yeah.
That's what I thought because we shared the YouTube TV account and it says like recently watched and it's like Formula One. I was like, Wes is probably watching that. I can't get into it, dude. I
The beginning's
watched
the best.
the
When they take
beginning.
off, that's the best. Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
like
yeah,
what
I mean, I could watch it because like there's actually a lot that
yeah.
happens. Sorry, there's a lot that happens in Formula One. Like, I mean, even I'm following some stuff and they're talking about certain things I still don't understand, but certain like strategies and I don't really get it yet. But there's like sections of the racetrack, and then there's like a speed trap, which I'm guessing is like when they have the opportunity to pass the best. I don't know. It's just like a straightaway where you can probably hit like top speed, but it's cool. It's more of like the drama between drivers and stuff. And like right now, um, oh my gosh, McLaren. McLaren has two drivers that are number one and number two for like the individual race.
Hmm.
And Piastri is one, he's won like five of the seven or five of the eight or four of the seven or something like that. Like a
It's crazy.
ridiculous amount. Yeah, and he wasn't like that last year. And then the other guy for McLaren, Lando, he just won like one of the most iconic races of the year, which is uh Monte Carlo, I think. And yeah,
Cool.
it's just cool. And then like this guy named Max that races for Red Bull has won the individual race, like or the individual championship, like the drivers championship 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
And now he's like not, and he is like, dude, he's probably one of the most competitive people I've ever seen. He will he'll like do something against the rules and then he gets like a penalty. And he's like, that wasn't my fault. He's like, that was not my fault. And it's crazy. Like the guys who are like really good, like they have this ego or this
Hmm.
like mentality of like, I don't mess up. Or maybe they probably do like off air a little bit or in their head, but like to the public, they're like, no, I messed up. That was my fault. That was just an error. Like they're just so good. They have like that mindset. And I don't know, I think that's cool. I'm like
That is cool.
trying to get like the good things from them. But yeah, I
Nice.
don't know. Racing too is like there's so many, like there's so much that goes into it.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
definitely like a guy thing that I'm definitely addicted to now. So
So would you say you like what are the sports right now out of the three? So like you follow Formula One. Do you say would you say you follow tennis a lot? You probably follow tennis more than I do.
yeah, I just check to see like the draws and who's winning. So I'll
Yeah.
go like in the morning, I'll go and like look to see who won, and like what tournaments and stuff. And
Hmm.
um, like the French Open's going on right now, so that's like one like everybody's gonna be watching here in a couple
Yeah,
of days
for
once they get
sure.
into the
Yeah.
later rounds. I was pissed that Fritz lost.
I'm not surprised. He's not very good on clay.
I know
Plus
he's really good on hard court though.
yeah. Plus like
Yeah.
the crowd gets to him, I think.
Uh, it's just like he's number four and he's gonna drop because he has lost a couple. He gets
Yeah.
out so early in some tournaments. I'm like,
Yeah, I know. And then like Shelton's still in it, but like he's always in these five setters, like even right away. I'm just like, dude,
gonna
this
wear
is why
himself
you
out.
lose at the end in the tournament because like you get gassed waiting on like
Yeah.
freaking five setters, just win in three. Come on.
I hope Tommy Paul breaks through.
Tommy Paul, he's good, but it's like doesn't have the strength like some of these guys have. It's like he's strong, but
Yeah.
it's like Sheldon's like stronger, and so like that matters. And sometimes I feel like that hurts Paul because he's just not built big, but he's
Paul more
good.
like
He's so
finesse or what?
fast. What?
Is Paul more like finesse or what?
Yeah, I think he's more finesse. He's definitely maybe a better. He's faster than some guys, but
Yeah.
he like look at Shelton. What's his best stroke? His serve. Like if you're just acing people, it doesn't matter.
Mhm.
So, but and then it was like Lerner Tien or T. Yeah, it was like he had upset Medvedev in the Australian, and then Vera beat him the other day. I liked him, but I didn't think he was gonna have to face Vera that soon. But he did, so it kind of sucked. Sophia
Yeah.
Kenin won the other day. I saw
Mhm.
she's got a temper. I like all
The
the
American? I don't think I know
yeah.
that.
She won the Australian Open like in 18 or something. But I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and so she was ranked high for a while, and then really dropped. I think because of injury or something happened, and then now she's kind of got back. But she's been like the seas where she has to face all these big names, and it's like, damn it, it's like only like the second round.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. She also gets really mad. So, like I said, so we'll see.
I think Alcaraz is gonna repeat. the French.
I do too. I feel it. I think everyone just wants. It's like when Roger and Nadal were in it. Like you just wanted to see them play. Everyone's
Yeah,
waiting for that. Everyone else playing for third or fourth, and like you just want to see Sinner and Alcaraz.
yeah,
They played in like the Italy, I think it was Italy Open or something.
yeah,
And man, Alcaraz like the first set was like 7-6, but Alcaraz won like straight sets. He like killed Sinner in the second set. It was like 6-2 or something.
yeah.
So
I mean, we were at mom and dad's place for that, and I turned it on, and
yeah,
yeah, it's fun to like watch those guys play.
it is.
I wonder if Djokovic will or Jokic. Hold on,
Yeah,
how do
you're
you?
right, Djokovic.
Okay, I get him and Jokic from the Nuggets always mixed up because from the same country and they have similar last names. So my
That's
brain is like
true.
mixing their names together all the time.
They
But
do have
yeah,
some
I wonder if
names.
Djokovic will make a run or something like that, or like because
Yeah, I bet so.
he has 24 major titles, right?
Yeah, he'll have more than everybody probably.
But he needs like one more to tie the woman or the female that has like 25 titles, right?
Yeah, so Serena had 23. I don't even know the name of the woman, but it's like, oh, this woman, it was like back in the 30s
Yeah,
or something, like
she's
super.
25 total.
Yeah, and so, yeah. So we'll see.
Hmm.
So real quick, Wes, what you been up to?
Well, obviously, we're about to have a kid in October.
Cool.
So unless you follow Audrey on Facebook and Instagram, I haven't posted anything yet. I haven't posted anything on social media since like October. But yeah,
Yeah.
we're about to have a baby girl, October 16th. You can see behind me that we're just redoing our whole guest bed right now, trying to get that ready. Um, this weekend, in-laws coming in town, and we're gonna well, this week we're gonna get all this stuff out. So when they get here, we can put all the new stuff in from some of our
Hmm.
friends that are giving us like a baby room, and
Nice.
I'm quitting both my jobs at these two gyms because I got so burned out and just hated trading. It wasn't even like the people I liked all the people I trained, but I just hated it.
So
Like, did
like,
not want to do it.
go like more into like why? Because everyone gets burned out, but like, because you were like super into it for like what 8 years maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah. And so like why you in those 8 years you just kind of burned, you gave it all your all for 8 years or what?
I don't know. It's just like I was working these two gyms, probably because I was just working too much, but
Hmm.
like 6 a.m. to 7, 8 p.m. And I knew it was gonna come to like an end, but when it came to an end, then it's like you don't pull in the same income.
Hmm.
And like it's just like I was putting in a lot of work, didn't feel like I was getting like appreciated by one gym for the work I was putting in. And I'm somebody like I want to put in more work than I get paid for, but I want to still be able to like afford like a normal living. I think that was just getting frustrating. And then, like with having a kid, and it's like, man, do I really want to not be here in the morning and not be here at night and just be
Yeah.
like coaching? And to be honest, like, I coach kids, coach adults. I'm not like this, not everybody gives you the same effort back. Like when you talk
Yeah.
about things to do outside of like our sessions or, with kids, and I always like maybe the most focused. And I know it's my job to like teach them and coach them, but I think I was just giving way too much of myself to other people, like just give, give, give. And I wasn't eating. I'm still kind of getting back into it, but wasn't eating the best, wasn't sleeping the best. Stopped like working out because I was just like so tired, so I wanted to sleep or like have time for myself. And I think that's definitely like how you and me operate. If we don't have that time alone to like revive ourselves, then we are horrible at our jobs or
Oh yeah.
being there for other people.
Like those people that like just go, go, go. It's like it's impressive. Like I think I saw like Mark Wahlberg's like daily routine. He like starts at like 3 a.m. or something.
Yeah, but does he do that every single day? Is what I want to know.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, yeah. I'm like, do you actually do that every today or do you go through a season? Because like The Rock had a same schedule, but he went through this season
Hmm.
of he had to wake up super early to go shoot. And it's like, do they do that when they're off? I
Yeah,
doubt it, but unless they're just like superhuman, that's cool
I
too.
was gonna say,
When you
but
start working out though and eating right, you can do some crazy stuff. Like
yeah,
you
probably.
just have more energy.
Oh yeah.
And so like, I'm gonna go work at just a Nike retail store, which it's been like frustrating because I feel like I'm always like starting over again and gonna look for a teaching job, teach like PE and health and be on the same schedule as Audrey so I can be there to like raise our kid.
There you
Because I'm
go.
like, I don't wanna like to be honest, I'm not gonna put all this energy into other people who aren't gonna like some of my clients, some of the kids I train, like they were awesome and did the work outside, put it in. And everybody's different. So I know when people are maxing out their like energy and potential.
Hmm.
Like I know when people are like doing what they're supposed to do. And I know when they have a lot on their plate, but they're still moving the needle forward the best they can. I know when people are being lazy and not doing shit too. So you can just like tell. So you like kind of talk about their day and what they're doing and what's going on and how serious this is to them. But then also like I wasn't doing any of that stuff. So then my clients weren't like you replicate like what's the saying? Like attitude represents leadership. Name that movie.
Oh crap.
You
Attitude.
you should know this one.
I should. Damn
Yeah, yeah.
it. Attitude
There's a quote
represents
before it too. Ah, I wish I
attitude.
knew the quote before it.
Attitude represents leadership.
Attitude, I think it's attitude represents, or no, attitude reflects leadership.
Reflects leadership. Uh, wait. Remember the Titans.
Yeah. And so like, you know, like I don't think I'm a good trainer when I'm burnt out and like financially not set and
Hmm.
like not pursuing a goal myself and not having like a good bit my own balance. Like I used to be able to like work. I mean, it's different when you're younger and single and stuff. I could work like 10, 12 hours easy, but it's like
Yeah.
that's all I had to worry about. But now I need to figure out how I can, work probably like 10 hours a day. Um, and then still have energy when I get home. So that's more important to me than if anybody, my family's more important than anybody outside my family. So,
Yeah.
and I don't think everybody knows this, but our baby's gonna have like Down syndrome more than likely. That's gonna take a little more effort and time.
Yeah.
And like I want to put effort into my kid, tell my kid reach their potential more than I want another kid to reach their potential, like selfishly.
Because you're a kid, so it's like you're the
Yeah,
one raising it, and you have control of how the kids raised, and you
yeah,
can't control other kids because like you don't go home with those kids, but their work, you don't know what their work it's like. Like
I
you
know.
said, some were good, some had to be pushed. I mean, and it all flex probably at home too.
Yeah, and then I talk to like friends and family and you, and they're like, I don't like sometimes it's hard for me as a trainer too because like of how dedicated we both were to basketball growing up, or
Yeah.
like how dedicated I was to like fitness when I was younger. Like, so now what I'm doing is I'm creating like an online program for like mainly dads and like guys, like a guy who's not a dad could also join it
Hmm.
because I'm like, well, I'm going to do the workouts because I wasn't able to do all the workouts that I was programming
Yeah.
because I had so many different clients and so many different goals and doing so many different things. I was like too spread. I was spread way too thin.
Yeah.
And that like bothers me as a trainer when I can't do the workouts. So now I'm like creating workouts for different situations as a dad or just a guy that's doesn't have a lot of time or has maybe an hour, but just calling it dad
Nice.
athletes, yeah.
There you
And
go.
then think like have like two, three kind of tiers. One tier is like I'll create all these workouts for you, 10, 30, 60 minutes, and then you can do them however you want, like whatever.
Cool.
Sometimes guys just need a plan and then they can follow the plan themselves. They just want to, guys just want to like, I got just give me an outline and then I'll make it work for me. I'm like, cool.
Hmm.
And then the second tier would be like a group. It's like, hey, like we're gonna kind of all go towards the same goal. And that goal is going to be training for a marathon in end of September. So like 3 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that way it keeps me accountable, helps me coach people better because I'm doing it along with them. Then I'm gonna do some like nutrition and habits like that too. And then like the third tier is like I'll coach like maybe 1 to 3 people one-on-one, where I'm
Yeah.
more like tailored towards them.
Yeah.
Because I can help somebody better if I'm not helping too many people. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So help the people that want to be helped.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think too, like growing up, I think you were better at like you wanted to help everybody. And then I guess I would be like, I was the only one that had to be helped, but I'm like, if I would help someone, I'd be like, well, are you going to do the work? Do you want to be helped? If not, I'm gone. So I think
Yeah.
like you're more patient than I am. And in that way, it's like, I was talking to dad and there was like, what was it? There's like this baseball thing. It's called Home Run Heroes or something like that. And so it's like kids 6 to 18. It's like a baseball league for kids with disabilities.
Hmm.
And I was like, I don't think I have time now. So I'm just like playing all the sports and working. I was like, oh, if I would, I was like, yeah, maybe I'll coach it someday. Cause you like help the kids on the baseball field. I did something like that in Omaha when we were little. It's like when I played first base or something. And
Yeah.
you would like go out there. I was like, I'd almost like rather coach people with disabilities because like they'll actually try. Like the kids, and I'm not gonna lie, like sometimes just from like other people's experience, like most of the kids try, but some don't. And I at least coached tennis before, and
Hmm.
like a lot of kids did try, but you had those kids that like wouldn't try. It's like, why are you here? Like seriously.
Yeah.
Like,
And you
but
said like I'm more patient. And I think I need
yeah,
to be less patient. I think I'm too understanding. I'm
yeah,
too how do I put it? I meet them too much where they're at. I think I could help people more if I was like, this is what we're doing, keep up.
yeah. I think like
I think the bar just overall for fit and everything.
yeah,
But fitness health, it's like it's getting lower and lower and lower. Like the standard for push-ups is like 10 or something ridiculous.
yeah,
It's like, what if we put the standard to 50? How many people would then start aiming towards 50 push-ups, you know?
yeah,
You know, what if we put the stand like a mile run is probably standard like 12 minutes. It's like, what if we put the standard to under 8 for guys and under 9 for girls, under 9:30, whatever. I don't know. Had to like do more research on what would actually be possible for a big group. But like that's probably why I like CrossFit because like the standard was set pretty high. It
mhm,
just was like the coaching CrossFit, not everybody should do a snatch or a clean and it wasn't taught right and didn't break it down
yeah,
long enough. And so my coaching is going to be more of like you gotta it's more like towards guys because and like dads because if the guy in the household has his stuff together, then he can run his household better by example, you know?
mhm,
It's like if I eat bad, then all my kids are gonna want to also eat bad.
yeah,
Not saying you should never have like fast food or anything, but like 80-20 rule.
right,
Like if I'm not working out, my kids aren't gonna work out. Like your kids just want to do what you do, especially
yeah,
if you're,
exactly.
you know what I mean? So if you
No,
are doing all this stuff and making it look fun, then they're gonna want to do it too.
yeah,
So it's
for
more
sure.
like just give them the tools to like guys to be leaders of, their household, or you can be a leader at work. If you're in shape at work, like you get a little more respect subconsciously because everybody knows how hard it is to stay in shape.
Yeah,
Like you are tempted probably like hundreds of times a day with ads from fast food, like ads for just being like lazy. And I've been like everything I stood against in the past like couple months, like lazy and not like putting in work and making excuses and just like a person I didn't recognize. And to be honest, when I quit this gym, that like all kind of went away. So it was like this energy from this one gym was killing me.
yeah.
And
Just
I
to,
kind of, my gut told me that this was going to happen.
oh,
But then
really?
yeah, like my gut was like, there's a lot of bad signs happening at this gym. I should quit. And then I talked to like, I was like, I need to talk to be honest, I was like, I need to talk to Jess and Dad. And they were like, hey, if they're still getting a paycheck, just keep working there,
Yeah,
try to fight it off.
right.
And then I was listening to this book and now kind of talking out loud with you. It's like, it is so much harder to fight off negative energy when you're like a positive person, so, like the negative energy will just like it's almost wearing you out, like trying to stop the negative energy.
Dude,
Like,
yeah. So
yeah,
I worked a track meet. It was raining.
yeah.
So like we had to bring in the results. So like the people at the finish line to bring the results. We had to record it. Well, the paper's all wet. So you have to like try and read it. And like and so and all this crap's happening. It doesn't matter, like at any like just any sporting event, it doesn't matter if it's Special Olympics, an event that maybe you'd coach at, whatever. Somebody always bitches about something, like
Mm.
a fan, a parent, whatever. I'm just like, who cares? Like, just ignore it. Like, it's gonna happen. Like, someone's always gonna complain about the result or a race or like, well, there's not enough of this or why wasn't there this? It's like, well, we did have this, you just didn't look or. Uh, I was like, I don't think your effort was that. I don't think you tried that hard. Or like,
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like,
just like, it's like chill. Jeez. And it's not even, I'm just gonna say it. It's not even the athletes that complain. It's just other people.
yeah.
It's like, I'm pretty sure they're fine. Look at them. They're fine.
And I think like we have this perfect, well, especially me, like you have this picture of what's gonna happen, but when it doesn't happen, you get like frustrated.
Yeah.
But it's like it wasn't meant to happen like that for some reason. And you're
Yeah.
honestly really good at like I feel like you gotten better too as you gotten older. You just went through a lot of shit, but like you're really good at like this is a really shitty situation, but might as well look at the positive side of it.
And so yeah, I've gotten like pretty good at it now, especially since I like moved out. I'm
Yeah.
just like, it's like, well, something's gonna happen. It's only a matter of time. I mean, if it's kind of like, wow, this is perfect. Wait, just wait. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just saying, like, come on, there's always something. But
Yeah.
it's always like not that big a deal. But like people just make it like way bigger. And I'm just like, this went from like a 2 situation to like an 8,
Yeah.
like real fast off of
Yeah.
your attitude. And like everyone just calm down. And I someone at work said like, "Oh, you're really so positive." And I was just like, I actually have a temper. And like they didn't believe me. It's like, you have no idea. But
Yeah.
it's like, uh yeah, just like everything, nothing's perfect. And I mean, you gotta think, what's the main goal? As long as the main thing is happening, like it's fine. What's the main goal of my job? The athletes are fine. They're having fun. They're competing. There's one at there like sometimes there's some athletes that get mad they don't get a medal, which I freaking love.
Yeah.
And
You're gonna be
so
a little disappointed.
yeah, and just like, but
Yeah.
a lot of them are like cool with it, and just like other people are just like, oh my God, this is going wrong, and why isn't this happening? You got this wrong. It's like, then you do it. Here you go. Like, so it's just like, come on. And a lot of people are great. It's like over half of the people that show up are awesome to work with, but just like that one person or two that's like, you're like really bringing it down for everybody here.
Yeah, I
I
know.
need you to like leave. So,
Yeah,
but
and to be honest, like that's been like me at times, like this past couple months, like I've been the negative energy. I mean, you could probably feel when we were all together at our house.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
was the
just.
negative Nancy a little bit. So I was pissed, and now I'm kind of like out of it. Uh, or not out of it, but I would say I don't know, I'm like in a gray zone. It's like I have a choice. I can go back or I can go like forward, you know?
Yeah,
So
mom and
I'm
dad are
just
always,
horrible at like I'm horrible at like looking at past decisions and beating myself on them and beating myself up on those past decisions. And like that's good. Good way of thinking of it. Like, what's the main goal? Like, what's the main goal here? So
yeah. I just remember like one time, um, you kind of like, you just always seem like down on stuff or like kind of complaining about this or that.
yeah, just
And then
bitching people
like,
out.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then like, mom one time told me like, yeah, why do we always all complain? I was like, Wes complains. Sometimes like, mom and I complain about stuff. You complain, and then she like stops, like, well, you kind of have a. This is the time I had like a staph infection and bronchitis. He's like, well, you kind of have a reason to complain because I was so sick. Kind
Yeah.
of do, but like, uh, it was really funny, but how she said it. But yeah, I mean, everyone just complains, and it's all right to do it for a while, but then like after a while, I'm just like, well, there's nothing I can freaking do about it. Like literally, there's nothing I can do about it at this
Yeah.
moment, and I'm like not gonna freaking like I like I'll think about like my esophagus is gonna like collapse or not collapse, but like give out someday because like the
Hmm.
stats say it or whatever. And
Hmm.
like I'll think about it sometimes, but it's also like I literally can't do anything about it. Like there's nothing they can do.
Hmm.
So because when they told me like surgery wouldn't help, like well shit, like and there's probably something they can do, but it like felt like, you'd see the movies where people get cancer, like, oh, there's nothing we can do for you now. So
Hmm.
like that's what it felt like. Like not that getting cancer is probably worse, but yeah, it's just like that moment of like, oh shit, well, this could be very bad. And so, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna eat fine. Like people that do it, they say they drink pop like every day. Just like
Damn.
there's somebody that drank pop every day and they literally like ruin their esophagus.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And
That
like
is insane.
so yeah, you had to take it out. And so I mean, and I eat fine. I'm doing fine now and just do these scopes every 8 to 12 weeks and one day I'll take a bite and I don't even know what'll happen. Or like there's this is gross, but it doesn't matter. It's our podcast. If I ever like throw up, like legit, like from my stomach on up, and I think like I don't know if this is right, but like I think my wrap, something could be wrong with like the wrap that they created for
Mm.
my stomach to my esophagus because I'm not supposed to do that.
Yeah,
So like it would break or something.
it's
I could be
crazy.
wrong on that, but yeah, it's just like all this. My life has always been about it could happen, could,
Yeah.
and then like it doesn't. But that's his life, and but yeah. Oh, the other thing I guess I should have said this earlier, but I like been lifting a lot, so I've been playing a lot of tennis. As
Hmm.
much, but I like lift a bunch now because I have more time for that.
Yeah, you're
And
looking
like,
shredded.
yeah, I like lifted the bar the other day. So
Yeah,
what is that like 45? I think
that's pretty good.
My friend Connor and I are like, yeah, the bar's like 45.
That's
I
really good,
weigh,
especially with your right arm.
yeah, because I used oh, we used it at the gym in DC. It's like nobody's supporting it, but there's like the
Oh
uh
yeah.
what's it? I don't even know. Is it like a rack?
Smith machine. That's what it's called.
A what?
A Smith machine.
Smith machine? Okay. Yeah, so I
I think
used
some
it.
guy named Smith came up with it.
Oh,
So I don't know.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that was like probably my big goal. It's like I benched it and I squatted it. So
Nice.
yeah, I squatted it first the first two times and then I benched it the other day.
I don't mean
So
to like ruin your accomplishment here, but I don't know if it's gonna weigh exactly 45 pounds with the assistance.
see, I didn't know how much it was. I was just going off what he said. And I'm just
Yeah.
like,
The bar is 45 pounds.
yeah, I
The
don't know.
bar
So
is
it's
40.
like, cause like I don't know, you take it off,
Yeah.
but then it's like somehow balanced as I do it.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
would
know.
put weight on it. I think you could do like 5 or 10 pounds on it on the sides.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Um, I used to lift on that a lot when I was in high school because I just I didn't have a spotter. I
Yeah,
could usually do about like 10 to 20 pounds more on that than I could an empty barbell. So you're probably lifting like 25 to 35 pounds.
that's pretty good because
The
I can
bar's
bend.
45, but you're probably like,
Yeah,
I don't know how it works. I don't know, maybe it is, but like it does give you a little momentum, like when you're
yeah,
pressing them. Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. So,
But
so that's
I think it was a great machines when you're kind of like by yourself,
yeah,
learn how to lift. So yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Some people like crap on them, but I'm like, whatever works for the individual.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of my funk. I'm gonna be a better person. No more negativity.
there
And
you
then it
go.
is like you gotta like I've been in even like you kind of look back and like I was in good environments where it's like there was this one area that was super negative, and then that kind of like wears on you. It's like it's crazy.
Yeah,
Like I
for
knew I
sure.
was doing negative. Like I knew I was doing things wrong. Like I knew I was being lazy. I knew I was like in a depression. But then you like just don't do anything about it. That pissed
Hmm.
me off. I wasn't doing anything about it. So
Yeah,
you can either change your attitude or change your situation.
there you go. That's a
Mm,
good place to leave off.
amen.
Change your attitude or change your situation.
Oh yeah.
Name of the episode.
Yeah, there you go. All
All
right. Well,
right,
thanks for tuning in to the Spalding Brothers show. If Wyatt would get his act together, and maybe we could podcast more. But
whatever. Says the
no,
guy
that's
that
on
always
me.
asks.
That's on me. We'll be better about it. And we'll see you guys next week. See you next week for next time. We're gonna get back on track. See ya.
See ya.